People still ask me one question: can an EV handle mountains? Well, today we are going to meet a couple of EVs which have been driven to Nepal and one of the highest and the toughest motorable roads in India. We are meeting an EV owner who didn't just stop at buying one EV. He bought two. A BMW iX1 for premium touring and the Kia Carens Clavis EV for the family. So Mr. Ashish, welcome to Evfy. And first of all, if you can just introduce yourself to our audience.
I'm a career HR professional, around 24 years of experience. Have loved driving, love exploring places, have done various sectors in India and outside.
So what all cars you have in your garage right now?
Right now we have these two, iX1 and Clavis long range, but there could be a third one coming in future because we just recently sold our 3 Series.
Okay.
So I need to replace that, and that also might end up being an EV.
Okay, great. So since you have driven your iX1 to 1 lakh plus kilometers, and I think these two cars have also done a great mile till now. So like what's your daily running like?
On a typical day, when schools are open, around 100 kilometers, because my kids' school, my wife's office, all of it is around 15 kilometers. But then there are multiple trips, dropping, coming back, and so on and so forth. So around 100 kilometers.
Okay. And so what kind of cost saving you have seen? Obviously, you're driving a car like 3 Series and all the high-end cars.
Cost saving, I think there is no comparison, right? I will talk about the long trips which I do. I'm from Bihar, so we often drive to Bihar, and door to door, this place to my Bihar home is 1031 kilometers.
Okay.
Kodiak, and I'm talking about like a couple of years back, because I sold Kodiak a couple of years back. In one way trip, I would end up spending around 7,000-8,000 rupees on diesel, right? This one, 1,200, 1,300 rupees of recharge. So that's the kind of saving we are talking about. And especially this car, the first service is in 2028, 2 years from the date of purchase. This one has gone for a 10,000 kilometer service, but it was free of cost because there is no service per se, right?
Exactly.
They just check if everything is working and they say, they wash the car and give it back to you.
So when you were planning to buy, let's say we go back to the days of iX1, which year that was?
That was 22.
22. So that was very early for EV in India, especially, and iX1 was one of the pioneer at that time and still is.
Yeah.
So what made you go to iX1 and what was the reaction of your friends and family when you were buying it?
See, we did not have too much of option at that point of time, right? If I had to think, we had MG ZS5,
ZSEV,
right?
Yeah.
And then after that, you had a straight jump to Ioniq and Kona and whatever, right? Beach mein, you did not have cars.
Yeah.
And iX1 was a pretty, is still a pretty good car, right? Roomy car, good ground clearance. And they had come up with the max version, right? The larger battery pack. So that made it a complete no-brainer that we, and then it was the first car, right? So you really did not want to go with a very expensive one. Reaction, that was a good question. My friends were like, anyway, they think I am mad because I buy pretty odd cars. Yeti, no one bought in India, I bought. Kodiak, pretty fancy car, no one buys. I bought, right? So they were like, इसने फिर से एक पागलपन किया है, because at that point of time, chargers were hardly there, right? And the chargers were like 30 kilowatt chargers, and 60 used to be the better one, right?
So now let's start with your most recent purchase. If you can just tell us about this car.
Excellent car, and this came as a replacement for my Safari, because we are a family of 6, my parents and 4 of us, right? So we need a car which can seat, and my dog also. My wife will be very angry if I don't talk about her. So we needed a big car. Safari, the biggest challenge was that number one, it was diesel, and I am a complete EV convert now. But the bigger challenge was that it did not have any space in the boot when the third row was up, right? Now, this car suited that requirement so very well. It has lots of space inside, and you can sit inside and see. It is very, very spacious, looks pretty premium. and it also offers you a bit of boot space to keep a couple of duffel bags or laptop bags, etc. Right? At that point of time, I had the option of BYD
E-Max 7.
E-Max 7, right?
Yeah.
And the other one was Mahindra, the new one, the
9S, XEV 9S.
XEV 9S, right? The problem with 9S was that it had the same constraint which Safari had. Third row up, you don't have any space. Although it has a very nice frunk, pretty big frunk.
Yeah.
But then, you can't put everything in the frunk, right? And BYD, for some reason, I did not like the equipment set they had. This car is a perfect balance. That way, it has very nice equipment set. I do have complaint about not having a built-in CarPlay, etc. But otherwise, equipment set is pretty good.
So, which variant is it and what's the battery pack you
This
have
is
on
the long extended range variant, 51 kilowatt battery pack.
And when did you buy it and what's the price you paid at that time?
So I bought it in March. I was a bit lucky because I got, this is a 25 model, right? So I got close to 2 lakh rupees discount on the car. It is otherwise 25 point something. I got it cheaper. With insurance, I think I would have paid 24 something.
Okay. And obviously you got the subsidy in UP, but did you apply for the additional cashback you get from the government?
So I did not get the subsidy. Of course, I got the road tax benefit.
Yeah, road tax.
Yeah, but subsidy was a challenge. By the time I applied for subsidy, subsidies were over.
So how many kilometers have you driven this car?
I think 11,000 kilometers.
Already in 3 months. So now if you can just tell us about the things you like about the Kia Carens Clavis EV the most, and maybe few things you want Kia to improve or you don't like about the car.
I can speak for hours about good things which I like about this car. It's a very practical car. With the entire family seated. I told you about the Safari. When my kids would sit in the last row, they would be uncomfortable. In this car, I am comfortable sitting in the last row. Of course, I'll not go for a highway run, but if I have to go for a 10-kilometer ride, third seat with all adults in front seats, it is a comfortable seat. You have space behind. Even in terms of the dashboard layout, etc., it is pretty well kitted, has quite a few things. But then everything which is great has its own set of flaws also, right? Yeah. And if I talk about it, bare basics. Rear seat armrest does not have cup holders. Very simple thing to be.
I think that's one of the reasons they offer the trays.
Yeah, but then the tray is on this side, it has only one cup holder. Yeah. But otherwise also, beyond that, Apple CarPlay or for that matter, Android Auto, उसके लिए 2000 का डिवाइस या 4000 का डिवाइस होंडा ही बेचता है, वो लगाने से काम करने लगता है. अरे लगा दो ना यार, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, right? But the bigger one, which is a concern for me, is the fact that despite being a 51 kilowatt battery with a dense battery chemistry, right? On the highways, if you are doing 100 plus speed, you will be very lucky if you get 300 plus range.
So now let's move to the BMW.
So we bought it in January, 29 January to be precise. We had lots of options, if I can say, although not too many, but because Mercedes was not there at that point of time. Tesla, I did not consciously choose because I feel they are not committed to India yet. BYD Lion, iX 5 and EV6 Kia. Now, Hyundai and Kia, or for that matter even BYD, don't match the badge value. BMW is BMW, you can be absolutely assured of the car and engine, and although this doesn't have an engine. So this became an obvious choice. Heart of heart, I feel C-Lion is more competent car because it's four-wheel drive, the overall torque is better, overall power output is better. But again, nothing against China. We are again becoming friends, but I thought I'll go with a German car.
Okay, so since you have driven BMWs before, does it feel like a real BMW?
No, it doesn't. And the primary reason being, I think this first BMW, which I have driven at least, which is front wheel drive. As a Beamer enthusiast, you want that power be you getting pushed from the rear wheel, right?
Yeah.
That is missing here. Otherwise, yeah, in terms of the specs, it is pretty good. The screen is pretty nice. There are many problems. It doesn't have a ventilated seat. It doesn't have the back curtains. I complain about all of that, right? And it has fabulous adaptive regenerative braking, but it does not have adaptive cruise control. Beats the logic completely. And when I talk to the BMW folks, they were like, "Sir, ये entry level car है ना?" मैंने बोला, "भाई मैंने तो बहुत पैसे खर्च किए, तुम्हारे लिए entry level होगी."
Exactly.
But that's how it is. Yeah.
5 good things, the best thing about this car.
This car is a very practical car. While it gives you the badge value, but it is still good on your pocket, right? After they came up with the long wheel version and started assembling in India, the prices came down significantly.
Yeah.
And that is why they are seeing a very good sales now, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, very practical, right? With the kind of ground clearance it has, I have done Shinkula Pass, which is 16,000 feet. Never faced a problem. For starters, they should give a spare tire, jack and spanner, because I got stuck at Shinkula Pass with a tire cut and the tire repair kit just did not work, right?
Obviously.
You expect people to drive your cars, not keep in the garage, right? And if that requires you to you make the car pricier by 40,000 rupees, because that is the price they charge for the spare wheel kit, charge that. Someone who is paying 50 lakh plus would have given that 40,000 as well.
Yeah.
Don't make your customers be in a very bad situation, which I went through. Ventilated seats नहीं हैं, rear curtains नहीं हैं. Those are basics. आजकल 12 लाख 15 लाख की गाड़ी में भी वो those features are there, right?
Now let's talk about the charging infra you have. So what all set of chargers you have at your basement or wherever your chargers are?
Both these cars support AC charging. Actually, it supports higher AC charging also. BMW can take 22 kilowatt as well.
Yeah.
But they supply 11 kilowatt, and this supports 11 kilowatt. So I have one BMW supplied charger, which caters to both these cars. Both these cars, like once charged up to 80%, do like 3-4 days on an average, right? So it works. And I do have a portable charger given by the vehicle manufacturer, although that doesn't come with a BMW branding. It's a static portable charger. This one also doesn't come with branding, but it is completely unbranded. It does not even have static or any other manufacturer for
Okay. And since I think this looks like a very modern society, so were there any struggles while installing the charger?
After I got the BMW, UP does not have a problem with charger installation in the basement. And hence our society allows charger installation in the basement. The only challenge which I faced was the fact that the distribution point was at a distance for which I had to pay for the cabling, because the standard length which BMW provided was, I think, 10 meters or 15 meters.
So far, we have talked about the ownerships of these two EVs. Now, the real part starts in the next part, because this car has been driven to Nepal and even highest mountain roads in India. If you also own an EV and you want to talk about your experiences, you can connect with us on YouTube itself. Till then, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Evfy.